What is up, my friends? Good morning. It is an absolutely beautiful Tuesday morning here in Arkansas. I just wanted to log in and let you know that I love you and I care about you and I'm praying for you and I'm thinking about you all the time. That's why I make these videos. For this one though, well, you heard that music at the beginning of it. It is time to talk politics once again. We got a couple of topics we want to talk about today. Holy cow. Today we are going to talk about revoking security clearances and why they're needed and why we need to take them away. Need a change of policy, I think, is all we need to do there. We're going to talk about some other little things. First off, go check out these two channels. The Hayes brothers. Chris and Joel Hayes. Two bad motherfuckers. Two awesome dudes. They've just recently, well, no, they didn't recently, but they've been making these little skit videos lately. But they're hilarious. And these guys, the way they talk about politics matters. Just like the way I talk about politics. If you want to learn someone else's point of view, find someone from a different background than you and watch what they say. Listen to them. See what's going on. There's one. And then Roseanne Barr has a YouTube channel now. I think she's trying to monetize it, but yeah, she can say whatever the hell she wants there. So, yeah, go check that out too. That's fixing to hit. You watch. Okay. Former members of past administrations who have security clearance, and why? They have this security clearance because during transitions, or if you have a period going on where, and you have like a sunset on them, right? Except for presidents always, right? But you have a sunset on these things, so you got to reapply for it. But if maybe you need to give advice to somebody on something, you have that. But also, what they've been used for now, and this is going to come out, we know this, we the American people know this because they've been talking about it everywhere. Clapper himself has been monetizing, and Brennan too, they've been monetizing their status, because they can get things from the government that can be leaked to them, and then they can go and they can release it to their prospective, well, CNN, the Post, whoever wants to pay them for it. Pay them to be a political analyst or whatever the hell they want to pay them for. They're saying they're paying for. But what they're doing is they're buying their their leak. So the government can talk to them, they'll go eat dinner with them. Hey, we'll go and we'll talk about blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, leak. And that's the way it's been working. Then you have these fuckers. Clapper was, he lied before Congress. He lied to Congress. About an American citizen, nonetheless. Well, about what they were doing to America, collecting information on us. Brennan has lied too. Susan Rice has lied too. These people who have been revoked, or who have been revoked already. Comey, McCabe, a couple other people. That is to show that they just put them all in a group. Let's just be clear here. Put people on that list, the ones who have been revoked, so that they can be asked that question. Do you even have status anymore? And it kind of points out they've been fired. There's a reason why they don't have that status anymore. They're dishonest people. They're ridiculous. And they're all in that same group for a reason. Now, there are people who are saying they're on a hate list. They're on a list now. It's a Nixonian. There's a list of people that they hate. It's not like he's using the IRS against them. People ask, when you're talking about this, why do you always bring up Obama? Why do you always bring up Hillary? Well, it's because you're stepping over that shit to bitch about something that Trump did that's not even close to being as bad as what they did. It's in the same ballpark, though. So I'm going to remind you, and that's what happens a lot. That's why they're brought up, because we remind you. I don't know. People were climbing over a mountain of bullshit to bitch about one little thing Donald Trump did. Now, I don't agree with a lot of shit he does. A lot of shit he does scares me, but I know that there's a reason to trust in him. There's a reason to let him do the things he's doing. He's going to come around on trade. We were already losing anyway. People weren't buying our products anyway. It's illegal for us to sell certain products in other countries. So that's going to all change soon. You watch. This new Mexican president, by the way, and Donald Trump, I think we're going to have a decent relationship. This guy, at first he seemed extreme, but now I know he really cares about his country, and immigration is harming his country too. Not immigration in the United States, immigration into Mexico from his southern border. So yeah, these people have been monetizing their status. It's time to revoke it, and then maybe put some kind of clause in where they will get a temporary status allowed back to them in order to talk about certain things. But there's no more of this leaking and selling it to the newspaper you're working for or fucking whoever. They know where these leaks come from. They've been investigating them. They know how they're getting through, and they're sending a message. Carter Page, well, that's all bullshit. This guy is actually getting on TV and laughing about it. Laughing about it. He's not guilty of shit. Being a dumbass and getting drunk and talking too much shit. It's about time to settle down. There's so much worked up people. There are so many worked up people. There's so much animosity, and Bernie Sanders was the worst about starting and stirring it up and keeping it stirred up. He wants to keep you animus towards everyone else. He wants to keep you outraged. That's how he works. That's how his shit works. Don't fall for it again. You got to be a racist. You got to be after this group of people or that group of people. As long as we can put them in a box, you're doing something wrong to them. When there ain't no box. We're all on a globe. You understand? We're all the same, you and me. Ain't no one better than nobody. Ain't no reason to look down on nobody. Ain't no reason to look up on nobody. But I don't care who it is. I'm not blindly following Donald Trump. I'm not part of some kind of cult. He scares the shit out of me too. I just remember why he was hired. He's hired because he's a breaker. He was hired because he promised to do a certain amount of things, and I knew that these things are what needed to be done. He listened to the population of our country, not the outskirts of it. And he figured out what needed to be done, what America wants, what real America wants, not the coasts. What real America wants, the rest of the country. That's what populism is. And he does it. Now, so far, he's promised to do a lot of things. He's tried to do all kinds of shit with healthcare, and he's saved me from the bad part of healthcare, having to pay the mandate. That's all I really cared about, was the mandate. I should not have to pay for that. If I don't want insurance, I should not have to pay for insurance. But it happens. To tell you the truth, there could be some kind of socialized medicine soon. I know that I don't like the way Canada's doing it, because Canadians, the rich ones, come to America to get their shit fixed. And I know some people, man, that have been through a lot of shit in Canada and come back through, but there are people who are getting fucked in Canada. Things that take way too long, things that don't make sense. Socialism sucks. We're gonna see who this is. Old Dickie-O. Old Richard Adams. Yep, guy from my past. Yeah, it's amazing. Look, I want you to know that if you disagree with me, that it doesn't matter to me in the way that doesn't diminish you as a person. Your thought, whatever's going on, I don't think you're a dumbass because you disagree with me. I don't think that you're in a cult. I don't think anything derogatory towards you, because I know that everybody has their own point of view. Everybody thinks differently. Everybody has different standards and morals, thought processes. So you can't diminish someone else in your mind because they disagree with you. If you do, you're never going to learn a thing in your life. You're going to be a stubborn motherfucker, not an awesome motherfucker. I got to get off here. I got to get to work. Just know, Donald Trump's not trying to kill you. At all. Men's people aren't going to die. We may have a little squeeze for a month or so, but you know, there's all kinds of people talking to Donald Trump about trade right now, and they are negotiating with Canada and Mexico. Negotiating trade everywhere, but it needs to be more fair and balanced. Why can't we just get rid of all tariffs whatsoever? Why would anybody fucking argue against free and fair trade? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Revoke them classified status from these people, from everybody, actually. All people who worked in another administration for maybe 3 or 4 months should keep that, but you need to get rid of it no matter who it is. Just particularly, especially these motherfuckers. Alright, I gotta go. I love you, and I'm thinking about you, and I'm praying for you. I hope you're praying for me, because I need it. Y'all have a good one.
Little Doggy!